simple. What about women? What about women who give up their jobs? What about women who sit at home to look after the family? What about women who are told by their in-laws not to go out and work? Anand Ranganathan, is Abdul Razak Khan making it sound just so simple? Move on. Why should we pay alimony when we are divorced, when there is no relationship? Just so suitable for the male point of view.
I'm afraid the last 20 minutes, I feel like I have been transported to the dark ages by virtue of a couple of your panelists. One of them doesn't consider Ahmadiyyas as Muslims and he's speaking for the rights of Muslims. The other is saying, what is wrong? We want women who are divorced to move on. So what is this concept of alimony till perpetuity? These are people who are living in the modern age. I don't want to discuss whatever they're saying because it is beneath one's dignity. Let me come to the thrust of the topic because you mentioned UCC and it's very important, Navika, for us to combine these two debates because that is the crying need of the hour. Look, there are two laws in this country. Let's get that straight. One for non-Hindus and one against Hindus. Remember the Shah Bano judgment? Let me actually quote one revealing line from it. Revealing. This is what the judges said, quote, nor are we impressed by the plea of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board that in Ayat 241, the exhortation for paying maintenance is to the more pious and the more God-fearing, not to the general run of the Muslims, unquote. Did you see that? This was the extent to which the AIMPLB was prepared to go in defense of misogyny, even divide Muslims who worship the Quran. The petitioners argue that there is no concept of alimony in Quran beyond the iddat period of 3 months after talaq. The only exception being if the divorced woman is pregnant and then she has to be given maintenance till the child is born. Millions of Muslims demanded a Muslim woman should not be given alimony beyond the iddat period. And sadly, the Congress agreed. Navika, 40 years have gone by. A uniform civil code or the UCC is not just a necessity for India. It is a prerequisite for India's unity. Religious fanatics may have held to ransom a generation previous to ours through partition. They may have held to ransom our generation through Shah Bano. But we will not allow them to hold to ransom our future generation, Navika. We have to say no to religious fanatics. Enough is enough. There are broadly 4 issues. Just give me a minute. I want to explain all 4 very important. Number 1, on the pretext of diversity, one cannot allow discrimination to flourish. And that is what has been happening. Just one example. Supreme Court recently conferred Hindu daughters with equal rights to father's property going back to 1949, saying, quote, Hindu texts recognize female rights, unquote. But in India, because of the verse 411, a Muslim daughter is entitled to only half of what a son is. Does this not bother our activists and those fighting for women's rights? Is this not discrimination? For how long will you make Muslim women suffer discrimination by shrouding them in this burqa of diversity? Number 2, there already is a uniform civil code applicable in Goa for decades. Goa has a minority population of 38%. Are the minorities in Goa suffering or being discriminated against because of the Uniform Civil Code? On the contrary, they seem very happy. 3, the UCC is enshrined in our constitution under the directive principles. Dr. Ambedkar was a proponent of it. He rejected amendments of exceptionality by Muslim legislatures to Article 35, now 44, that asked for UCC to be implemented. Quote, just 30 seconds. I personally do not understand why religion should be given this vast, expansive jurisdiction so as to cover the whole of life and to prevent the legislature from encroaching upon the field. After all, what we are having is liberty for. We are having this liberty in order to reform our social system, which is so full of iniquities, discrimination and other things which conflict with our fundamental right, unquote. Besides, the UCC has been ordered to be implemented on more than one occasion by courts, most famously Shah Bano case. A common civil code will help the cause of national integration by removing disparate loyalties of laws which have conflicted. Ambedkar ki nahi sunni, सुप्रीम कोर्ट की नहीं सुननी.
अरे भाई वोट बैंक की तो सुननी है, वोट बैंक की ही सुननी है. You are not understanding. All of this is not about activism. It is about a vote bank. In 1986, it was about the vote bank, and now in 2024, it is the vote bank because not one word has come from the Congress party. Alka Lamba, one Congress person has spoken about it. She's a woman, maybe in her personal capacity, but not one official statement from the Congress party. I want to ask you, Vivek Srivastava, संविधान सिर्फ लहराने से नहीं बचता. You can't just wave the
Yes.
copy of the constitution in parliament and at election rallies and talk about saving the constitutions. What about the spirit of the constitution? What about the spirit of the 1986 law brought in by the Rajiv Gandhi government? Today, don't you think that discrimination has bitten dust?
You see, first of all, the BJP is trying to become the champion of Hindu rights and they do not have it. Okay, we have seen the Bilkis Bano case. We have seen the kind of a cultural renaissance the RSS is trying to implement in this nation. So, I mean, they are the people who should be kept out of the discussion. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, with great enthusiasm, he read out a long list of things about, Islamic fundamentalism. And he never attacks Hindu fundamentalism. He will never speak against it. He will never praise the Congress and Mr. Nehru, who said
What is
that
your
let's have a
status
law
quo?
for the Hindus.
Are
which
you
the
for
Jansangh and the
equal
RSS
inheritance to
opposed.
daughter and son?
which
Just
said,
answer that.
please listen to
Don't
me.
beat
Please
about
listen
the
to me,
bush.
sir. सर
Then
आप
don't get
एंकर
personal,
नहीं
यार.
है सर
Why are you getting
आप
personal?
एंकर
अपने
नहीं
काम
है
से काम रखो
आप
ना.
एंकर नहीं है
नाविका,
हाँ
अरे
नहीं,
आपको
तो
किसने-
आप मुझे बोलने दीजिए ना
आपको पोल
नहीं,
वोट के
काम से काम
भूखने
क्यों
का
नहीं
मेरा
रखे
नाम
सर
लो.
आप
पोल वोट के
मुसलमानों को
माओ-
अटैक
माओ के
करने में और
भूखने का मेरा
मुसलमानों
नाम
को
लो.
नीचा
अपना
दिखाने
काम
में
करना.
आप सबसे आगे रहेंगे
अपना काम
भैया,
आप जब
मुसलमानों
नेहरू
को
जी ने-
नीचा
जब
कौन
नेहरू
दिखा
जी
रहा
ने
है?
act pass-
अगर
सुन लीजिए,
मुस्लिम
सर, सुनिए.
महिलाओं को हक मिलेगा
let's-
तो
let's-
मुसलमान नीचा कैसे हो गया?
Let me-
Are Muslim women not part of the so-called Muslim society? If they are getting their rights, how do Muslims get shown down pray? Let me ask you that question. Are you saying women are not part of the Muslim society?
Nobody is saying Muslims should be. किसी ने नहीं कहा, but then Dr. Ranganathan should praise the Nehru government for going ahead and saying one Hindu man can marry only one Hindu woman, और उसके खिलाफ जनसंघ RSS था. Will Dr. Ranganathan praise Mr. Nehru for this? या हमेशा सिर्फ RSS की बैकिंग चलेगी यहाँ पर और हमेशा हम इस्लामोफोबिया करके सिर्फ इस्लाम और मुसलमानों को नीचा दिखाएंगे?
ये इस्लामोफोबिया कैसे हो गया? क्या आमना बेगम अंसारी इस्लामिक नहीं है? क्या वो मुसलमान नहीं है? उसके हक के लिए कुछ बोल दिया तो इस्लामोफोबिया हो गया?
नो बिल्कुल सारे विमेन को राइट्स.
You are contradicting yourself, Vivek Srivastava.
मिलना चाहिए चाहे हिंदू हो या मुस्लिम.
नाविका, ये वो आदमी
I am
है.
not contradicting. I am against the BJP love of certain people sitting over here who are trying to become champion of women rights.
Okay.
और जो सबसे बड़े religious fanatics हैं.
Forget